Hello learners, NIOS welcomes you to Painting Subject video series. This is lesson number 16, Drawing and Painting with Dry Medium, Part 1. We will break down the lesson in the following manner. First, we will understand the background about drawing. Then we have the background about painting with dry medium. After that, there will be new words. Then the artwork with dry mediums. Finally, the summary, and then the questions and answers. These paintings would represent scenes from the daily life, for example, hunting, grazing scenes. Then there would be dancing figures. So the prehistoric human beings perhaps had their own victory dances when they would kill a huge animal, and then the armed men holding various kind of weapons. These kind of scenes have been depicted in the ancient rock paintings. These were the documentation of their everyday life, their environment, and their wish to express these ideas, their imagination into a visual work. Then the Indus Valley civilization was excavated at the two famous sites called Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, and upon excavation there were numerous coins, pots, seals and stamps, jars, toys, and various kind of figures and figurines, even jewelry which was excavated at these places. And what did this indicate? At both these sites, when so much was excavated, these indicated that artists even during that time longed to express the aesthetic experiences in their day-to-day life. Whatever they would see, they would want to express, and it's not that humans at that point of time were not creative, they were exceptionally creative. And all the artifacts which were excavated indicate that. Humans always required some means to express their deep-rooted desire in their heart, and that became art. Their imagination, their stories, they wanted to express in a visual manner, which became art. But there were challenges. Why? Because it was difficult to paint without colors, because in the early times there were no colors, or there were very few avenues to find colors, and they were not always accessible. For example, mineral colors or earth colors, they would only possibly find just one or two shades, not other types of colors. Painting with dry medium. Dry colors do away with the need for water to mix colors. As you remember, in earlier times the pigments had to be, or even now pigments have to be mixed in water, but dry colors do not need water. They can be directly applied on the surface. Some popular dry colors are, first, pastel colors, which are available in various shades and various colors. Second, pencil colors, Third, crayons. And charcoal stick. These are some popular dry colors. These mediums can be used by the artist and applied directly on the surface which they need to work on. Charcoal has been a favorite medium of artists for drawing as well as shading. New words from the lesson: graphite, or the black lead which we find inside pencils. So, graphite is the mineral or the rock which we use muse is an inspiration. To illustrate, if an artist looks at a beautiful woman and is inspired by the beauty and the aura and wants to draw or visually represent this person, so that woman can be called a muse. The artist takes inspiration from the mood and the temperament of, is inspired by the muse. Abrasive is something which is used for rubbing. It is a rough kind of a surface. So, for example, sandpaper, which is used to smoothen rough surfaces. Crayon, pencil colors, pastel colors, charcoal stick, lentils. Lentils are basically pulses of various kinds. Flour, which could be wheat flour or some other kind of flour. Bark of a tree. Roots, petals, rangoli, turmeric powder or haldi, vermilion, also commonly known as sindoor, gypsum, the kind of a mineral which is used to get the powder, and that powder is used as a dry color to make rangolis. Red sandstone, gulal, you would know this from the festival of Holi. There are various colors. Mehendi or henna powder, Lakshmi, or the Hindu goddess of wealth, Cubism is a style of art which looks like it is made of cubes and geometrical shapes, and aim is to show all viewpoints of the object at once. That is what Cubism means, and it was started by Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque. Grape wine, bamboo, kiln, a sort of an oven which is used to harden and toughen pottery items. Scratch has a different meaning when it comes to art, but generally it means when you scratch a surface. So, sometimes you scratch yourself, children, sometimes naughty children will use some kind of a pointy object or pen or maybe a nail and make scratch or scratches on your car. Even at home, walls are scratched, and in art, scratch means when you use a crayon, for example, a black crayon, a pastel, perhaps a black pastel, and you use this dry medium entirely on the surface, and then you use some kind of a some kind of a tool to scratch the design of the elephant. So, what you are doing is actually gouging the color out and making the impression or the design of the animal. I hope you enjoyed watching part 1 of the lesson and will watch all the following videos of this lesson. If you have any queries, please email us at signlanguage@nios.ac.in. For more information, you may visit our website www.nios.ac.in. Thank you.